Hi guys, Scott Ludwig with Ignite Fitness Camps and the Fitness Circuit. I wanted to talk to you guys about my wife and my experience today. We went to my son's elementary school and we helped out with their field day. My wife and I were in charge of two different events that day. Today we were in charge of the tug of war, and we also did one where you had a roll cube and there were certain exercises the kids were supposed to do. And it was disturbing how difficult some of the simple exercises the kids were asked to do that they couldn't do. Arm circles, they couldn't do arm circles. They didn't have the proper mobility in the shoulder or activation in the muscles in the shoulder to do a simple arm circle, like a big over-the-top arm circle. Single leg hopping, they were told, ideally to stay on this mat, like a wrestling mat. Couldn't stay in that one spot. Sit-ups, not only were some of the kids not that good, many of the kids not that good at it, but some of them didn't even know what it was. Am I missing one? What was another?
Push-up.
Push-up. Push-up, which we know are very, very difficult for a lot of kids, but just the core strength, fundamental core strength at that age that we would expect to see just from play wasn't there. Why? Because kids don't play as often as they used to, and they are sitting in a desk during school, which is, we know, even as adults, that what is the worst thing you can do for your body? Sitting. The sitting position is awful for the body, especially when you do it hours and hours in a day. Your hamstrings get tight, your posture's rounded to the front. So, this thing that we try to avoid as we get older is exactly what we're doing when we're sitting. We want to be full and upright and extended. And so now kids are sitting most of the time in school. It's unfortunate. I said this before, I'm not harping on the school district in any way. Things are in place the way they are for a variety of reasons that I'm not even aware of completely. But nonetheless, it's disturbing that there's only there's only organized gym class once a week. And depending on the day, that may take away their recess. So if they are in gym that day, they may not have recess that day at school or after lunch. Then they're going to go home and maybe sit around and play video games versus just play in general or play sports. So that I talked to you guys about in the first video, there's definitely a problem with the general fitness of our youth today in this country. And not even just, we see it with kids that are overweight, but I'm even talking about core strength, coordination, body awareness. The $5 word is proprioception, just how your body is acting in space. These kids were very, very much lacking in this stuff, and it's because, where did we get it before? Organized gym class that wasn't just about fun and games, but it was about structured learning in a physical manner, as well as playing and then playing in sports and such. So, my wife was highly disturbed. She had the group with the cubes, and that is why we want these kids and many kids like them to be part of the Ignite Fitness Camp's youth camp, because I don't want kids, I want them to be strong, I want them to have a good core, I want them to think that playing is fun, I want them to think that sports are fun, and then when they go and play sports, I want them to be accomplished at it. I want them to have a good, if you don't think an 8-year-old knows that he or she is overweight, you're crazy, right? Because we know that kids already have a sense of other kids, unfortunately, are saying stuff. So not only do I want them to be good at sports and be healthy and have a positive experience with those things or a positive association with those things, but I also want them to go into their adulthood and everything in between, preteen and teen years, with a positive body image. We know as adults that's a hurtful thing if you don't have it. So we've got kids who are overweight, we've got kids who can't even do an arm circle, let alone a sit-up. That's the purpose of the camps. We have been hearing from a lot of families that they're going away. We know vacations are big, especially in any town, but State College in particular with the university schedule, and that there are many camps that they want their kids to be involved in with the university and whatnot. So we understand that. So not only do we have a 4-week session rate, but we now have weekly rates that can even be broken up. If we have a couple families that are going to do a couple weeks here and a couple weeks there, the whole program will run over 8 weeks. And we'd like to see your son or daughter anywhere within those 8 weeks, whether it be 1 week or all 8, which would be wonderful, but we want to make sure that your kids are part of that if they fall into any of that category, or if they just want to be better than they currently are at sport or in fitness and that sort of thing. So this is what we saw today, so just reinforce the purpose of these camps. We hope that you'll come out and have your kids join the camp. If you want to learn more about it, go to ignitefitnesscamps.com and look under our youth programs. So if you have any questions, please contact us through that, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you.